Hi friends, it's Angie with Home Sweet Home with the Lid Off. As promised, I'm going to make my husband's enchiladas today. He makes them with green tomatillos. I have already peeled and washed these off. If you've not worked with tomatillos before, they have a casing over them. When you peel it off, there's a little bit of a sticky substance that happens. So it's important to wash your hands and wash them right afterward. The first thing that I did that I didn't record is I boiled chicken. So when I was boiling it, I added bouillon, chicken bouillon, just a cube in the little cube section, or not section, but the little cubes. And then I added that to the water as well as salt and onion. So you bring that to a boil, you let it cook all the way until your chicken's done. And then what we do, I have found the absolute easiest way to shred my chicken. A lot of people like the forks, a lot of people like the little bear claws, which I do like the bear claws, but when things are hot, I don't like to put my hands, I have really sensitive fingers, so I don't like to do that too often. So my favorite way of doing it is using my Vitamix. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the chicken out of there. I'm going to plop it in there. I usually do only one or two at a time because it can get clumpy, and I just prefer to do it that way so that I can take it out and just do the next one. I'm actually only using four skinless, boneless chicken breast for this recipe. So I'm just going to turn this on and dice this up. And as you can see, that took all of, 6 seconds. And so I'm going to take the shredded, I'm just going to pour it right into my bowl. And then I'm going to do it again. Take the rest of my chicken. It's fine if you get the onion in there with this. The more onion and goodies that you have in there, the better of flavoring you get. So it's completely fine to add that into the mixture with you. And we are going to save the water that we boiled the chicken in because it makes the broth. And so what's nice about that is we use it in the sauce that we're going to make with the tomatillos. So, and I will have the recipe on the vlog for you so that you guys can see how everything's broken down while I'm doing this today. I'm not really going to go over so much as measurements and stuff. Just want to show you the basics on how to do it. So, and also forgive the open cabinets. It's not a look we're going for. We're in the middle of painting our kitchen, and so it's a process. So we've gotten this far. So anyway, just ignore that I have cabinets open there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this chicken. This is the last of it. I also sometimes will just do the pulse. And you may need to put your spoon in there and just kind of give it a little jiggle because this one is not wanting to break up as much yet. I think I might have gotten a little bit too much fluid in there this time. There we go. Seriously, my best friend when it comes to shredding meat. And so the shredded chicken we are saving for later. This is going to be what is on the inside of our enchiladas, of course. But because it's hot, I like to cool it down a little bit before I roll everything. Again, I have sensitive fingers. You can do it a little differently if you'd like. There's no wrong or right or wrong there. And the onion. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our tomatillos right out of the water. We're going to put them in to the blender along with our jalapeños, and there's some more onion in here. So we're going to give this a quick blend. And as this is blending, you're going to see it come all together, a nice smooth green color. You want to make sure all of the chunks and everything are pretty smooth. It's okay if there's a little bit of chunks. It's really up to you if you like stuff smooth or not. We like it really smooth, so that's why we do it that way. Okay, so the first little round, and then we're just going to put this right into our pan. And I have this on here on kind of between medium and low. I'm not trying to cook it. I'm just trying to get it to stay warm for the next step. I'm going to take my glasses off. So now we'll go ahead and bring back the blender so we can add the rest of the tomatillos, the onion, and the jalapeno. So I added 4 jalapenos in here. That makes it pretty spicy. So you can go with 1 jalapeno if you like it really mild. The jalapeno is definitely something you want to add just because of the flavor that it gives you. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest getting rid of the jalapeno, but you can decide how spicy you want it. So we have it on 4. My husband would have 6 in there if it was up to him, but I can't quite handle that. So go ahead and blend. I didn't add as much of the broth this time because the last time I did a little bit more than I needed to. So I want this to become just a little bit thicker than this. So I went ahead and didn't add the broth this time. And it will thicken as it's over the stove. Just be careful when you're operating this thing because it does get really hot. There we go. That's the consistency that I want. So we're going to go ahead and let this simmer. If it's boiling at all, you can go ahead and turn it down a little bit more. We don't need it to be boiling. We're just simmering this until it gets a little bit thicker. And this is the base of our sauce. So the this is how you are going to make sure that you keep it nice and. Final step is going to go is for you to put the green sauce right over the top. These are a very wet meal, so it's kind of like a, what do you call that? Those burritos that are drenched. I forgot what they call them, but anyway, so you're going to put the sauce on, and then you are going to put some onion over the top, as little or as much as you like. You can leave some out because you can actually do that at the end as well. Can you see my face? Well, I want you to see both. So you're gonna put your onion right over the top. You can do as little or as much as you want. We do save a little for the side because you are gonna put, you are gonna use a little bit extra for a topping. And then you're gonna put your cilantro right over the top of that. Cilantro goes a long way, so you don't have to completely smother it. Smothered burrito, that's what it was called. So these are like a smothered dish. And then you're just gonna take that crumbled cheese and you're gonna go right over the top of that. And I am telling you, you are gonna love this dish. And that is how you make it. So it is gonna be so scrumptious. So I would love to hear your feedback. If you guys try it at home, let me know. I will post the recipe down below so that you can actually make it with the instructions. At this point, I have memorized it, so I just make it. Do as little